It's week 1 of the CHC, and I have to fight either a Landorus Eye, Excalibur, Scizor, Kilowattrel, Toedscruel, and many other Pokemon that are scary. Hi, I'm Adriatic, it's week 1 of the CHC, and I'm just trying not to get swept. I have no hopes. So the team I brought in was Chimpao, Garchomp with Terra Fire, Mimikyu, Bronzong, Glamorla, and Hisuian Electrode. The Chimpao set I used was very basic. I maxed out its attack and its speed, gave it a Jolly Nature to increase its speed. I didn't have to really worry about attack because the ability Sword of Ruin lowers the defense of your opponent, so that was helpful. Gave it some heavy duty boots because a lot of the spike setters are kind of hurtful to me, like Stealth Rocks is 25% of my damage immediately. Then I just gave it 4 attacking moves: Ice Spinner, Ice Shard, Crunch, and Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword more was for coverage, the other 2 were more stab and priority. So Garchomp was the one I was the most excited to use. It was my Terra type. I was going to be Terra Fire for this fight specifically, and I made it a special attacker and a physical attacker. I put its EVs in attack, speed, and special attack, and gave it a Life Orb so it would do more damage. The moves I gave it were Earthquake, Fire Blast, Draco Meteor, and Spikes. Spikes was more to set up hazards when Pokemon switched in out of it. This next set is very basic if you know what Mimikyu does. I gave it some attack investment, gave it some defense investment, gave it the Citrus Berry, and it was Swords Dance to go with Disguise to get a free Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak for priority, Play Rough to counter some Dragon types. That's the main reason I got a Fairy type. The only thing I did differently was Pain Split because I'm an asshole. Bronzong wasn't one where I could just look up a set because it's not really used in the higher tiers. So the set I wanted to make was either a screen setup or a Sleep Sweeper. And which would be better for YouTube content? This Glamorla set's also kind of basic, but it's also less known because it's a newer region. Basically, I'm giving it a Focus Sash so it could live, and we can set off the Toxic Debris ability. Gave it Stealth Rock so it could set up even more hazards. Gave it Mortal Spin to get rid of hazards on our side. Then 2 special attacks on Earth Power and Sludge Wave. Next up, we have Hisuian Electrode, which I will not be saying what I did because it's important for my next battle. And you'll see that next week, and I'll explain all next week because the server watches these videos and I don't want to take any chances with this thing. Before we get into the battles, I need to explain how they're going to work. So instead of a live reaction and like my current overview of the battle, that won't happen because I can't screen record and record my voice at the same time, so it wasn't really going to work. And I'm not going to do like a play-by-play reaction because that takes too long and isn't really good for YouTube content. So what I'm going to do is have the video play out and pause it at anything I deem important, and explain why something's happened, and explain my thought process behind certain actions. So, besides that, enjoy the battle, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, so I'm already stopping this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I wasn't exactly thinking. Basically, I saw that there was no Landorus, and I got cocky and sent in Bronzong because that wasn't a worry anymore because I think I set up Heat Proof as the ability instead of Levitate by accident. Basically, I want to try to put something to sleep and take something out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I lied, that didn't work. I tried to kill it immediately and I forgot that it had Eviolite for defense. This move right here decided the game. You'll see. Okay, so 2 things here. One, I want to explain how I live both the fire moves. Basically, I just maxed out special defense in my EVs. This, like with Calyx, knowing I would live both without a critical hit. Thankfully, that didn't happen. And knowing I would boost my defense with my Iron Defense, hopefully trying to get more kills with Body Press. Luckily, we took out Iron Moth, Bronzong's biggest threat, with Bronzong. So, you guys remember how 20 seconds ago I said Iron Moth going to sleep was the most important thing in the game? I lied. Slow King dying, easily much more important because it was the last special attacker and last big threat I had to Bronzong. And at this point, I started to get an idea. Am I a bad person? Yeah, probably. I still feel really bad. But I started to get an idea. Okay, so the other two turns were important to getting me in this point in the game. This turn decides the game. Because of the terrestrialization Dragon Dance, calcing it, I didn't kill him because I lost a super effective hit. It was neutral. I did not kill him because he had just enough defense. If he manages to get a critical hit next turn, Bronzong is down and I have very few options to take care of the rest of this Pokemon. I just finished that battle. Holy shit, I'm an asshole. I'm so sorry, Jack. I did not mean to sweep. That was... yikes. I'm sorry, man. I didn't think I would do that. I apologize sincerely. You're gonna do great. That was fully me being an asshole. I am so sorry. Hey, we did it. We finally won a week 1 battle. If you don't know, for my past 3 draft leagues, we've gone 0-3 in week 1. So, thankfully, we broke that streak. Again, sincere apologies to my opponent. I did not mean to do that. You took it a lot better than I would have. You were being a good champ and actually letting me post this video because I asked you and you gave me the go ahead. So, yeah, just some quick update things. 1, go watch some of my other stuff. You're here. There's like 30 of you last time. Really appreciate it. Go down, hit other videos. I do other stuff too. Come on. I'm fucking around. If you guys can, if you want. But besides that, there's also I'm mostly only covering 1/3 of this division of this league. If you want to see the other parts of it, there's 2 YouTubers covering each division. Mr. Brightshade is covering the Cobalion division, and the LA Reshiram are covering the Verizon division. So if you want to go check those guys out, they'll be in a playlist that'll have my battles and theirs, as well as their channels will be linked below and top pin comment. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next week. We face the Sun team. We'll see how we go.